Hello and welcome to Anomaly Presents, the podcast about the genre movies that inspired the Genre Film Festival Anomaly. That's the Anomaly Film Festival happening this year, November 8th through 12th at the historic Little Theater in Rochester, New York. My name is Matt Knotts, and you know what? There's so much going on in the movie that we're going to talk about tonight. It can't be held by our intro music. We were talking about it as we were coming in, so it's a goodie. It is. This is the most colons we've ever had in the title of a show, I think. It's Anomaly Presents, Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, the sequel to everyone's favorite 80s slasher, Phantom of the Mall. We all remember that classic. It was...
No, keep going. I just want to see how far you're going to take it.
I'm like, would it be Phantom of the... Because the mall technically wouldn't have existed in the...
No.
It is
in the first title.
Yeah, that's the conceit of this whole thing. So we'll talk about it in a second. Let me bring in the podcastronauts and we'll get to it. We'll start with the sorely missed from last show, KP, Kristen Pelk Pacheco.
Hey, everybody. Yay.
Dan Howell, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. So glad to be here. Can't wait for the mall opening.
And Megan Murphy.
Yeah, I'm about to drive this train right off the tracks. I mean, stay on target, everybody.
Get your hairspray, get your shoulder pads and your suit jacket, and let's go.
Oh my God.
This film, mid-80s, the movie. Holy cow.
It's literally, I was like, I like it because it's a perfect little time capsule movie. It came out the year I was born.
Pardon me while I turn to dust.
Oh, my bones!
But I was like watching it. I'm like, this is a perfect little time capsule. Like the music, the whole hullabaloo of them all, right? Like
it had to be at that time because the entire plot is predicated on the idea that a mall is a once in a lifetime financial opportunity worth multiple murders over. So it has to be 80 something, yeah?
It's a very specific date and time, yes.
Yeah.
There were several lines where I was like, ooh, well, maybe the mall
your
isn't.
Your entire political career on this mall? Sure.
Are you sure, Morgan?
Right. I'm just like,
okay.
I'm picturing Rochester being like, we need to build this Arundel Mall. It's going to save the city.
Yes, the exact.
It's going to turn Arundel around.
Except with the whole thing is, was it Long Ridge and the Henrietta Mall? They both already existed.
Yeah. Well, Long Ridge and Grease Town had just merged.
Yeah.
And became
the Ridge.
The terrible chimera known as Grease Ridge Mall.
I like that you have like deep opinions over it, and then they merged like an abomination.
It did. It was like
it had stitches you could see, raw and ugly.
It's like Colorado shape. It was terrifying.
Where I spent my teen years.
Same.
It was Lovecraft.
I mean, it's a walking distance to my house, so yeah.
Yeah. This is why we all have strong opinions about it.
Yeah.
We live that mall life.
I miss the arcade. Listen, you think right? Probably, at the end of my high school, because shortly after that, when I was in college, that's when they instituted the curfew.
The age ban, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, in its heyday, you had the arcade. You could terrorize the food court. For Grease Ridge Mall, you had the movie theater. Rest in peace, Grease Ridge. Like,
Well, you know what? I figured the malls probably would have lasted longer if we had security robots. Now, I know this isn't quite the same mall, but it is the same mall.
It is the same mall.
I have a list. So when we are ready for other films that were filmed at the Sherman Oaks Galleria, I'm ready.
Also, the mall currently is like gorgeous. Because of course I had to like Google. Oh, it looks like a very rich mall.
Good for it.
It would make Eastview look like a dump.
It's not the same. I wish it was still the same. I want it to still.
I guess now you're making me intrigued. Like, I
was a little sad. Yeah, I googled it and I was like, I kind of want to go to the mall, which is not a thing I've said in a very long time.
Anomaly group trip to the Sherman Oaks Galleria.
Yeah, we can reenact scenes from our favorite genre movies that took place there.
Movies.
So many.
I'm sure they'll love us there.
Dibs on Dick Miller.
Oh, damn it! Fine, whatever.
Snooze, you lose. You know what? Kelly Maroney is still out there. You can go with that.
It's true. It's true. Maybe let's go Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You know, like maybe move away from horror for my own personal benefit.
Fast Times is its own horror, though.
You know, it does, though. Poor Judge Reinhold. Anyway, okay, sorry. Gosh, oh my God.
KP, what happened? You were supposed to fix this.
No, listen, we're talking about the mall.
That's
we're getting in the vibe, right? We're painting a picture here.
While we're here, what better time than now? What better place than here, as Zach De La Rocha said. Let's hear about Sherman Oaks Mall.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So the Sherman Oaks Galleria, because you'll be watching a movie and go, God, I mean, did all malls kind of look the same? Yes, but also no, because you'll recognize it from such films as Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Commando, Terminator 2, Night of the Comet, my own personal favorite, Chopping Mall, and this very movie that we are about to talk about, Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. There's something particularly cinematic about the Sherman Oaks Galleria. Also, I hear it was cheaper to film at for a lot of films, at least at the time.
Also, from what I heard, they didn't give a shit what you did in there.
Well, it shows.
Yeah,
I'm good for film's benefit. Thank you. Hey, you want to jump on an elevator? Yeah, go for it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I lost my mind when that happened. I was like, how is he on top of the elevator going up?
Also, everyone could see. It's an elevator in the middle of the damn mall.
Yeah. I said, I had a lot of thoughts about this because that's not how elevators work, because it's in a shaft. So it's not a freestanding Wonkavator that just goes wherever it wants. So you can't actually get on top of it and look over. Second, Pauly Shore, bless him, had just said he's in Sam Goody on the 3rd floor. And then the photographer, whose name I can't remember, Joe?
Rob Estes. That's all I'm going to call him.
His name is Peter. He's a Baldwin. His name is Peter Baldwin.
Thank you. See, thank you. We're all whatever the characters' names are.
I pulled the IMDb up. I had it prepared.
Smart. So then he runs out of Sam Goody, gets in the elevator, and goes up. And I was like, bitch, you just said he was on the 3rd floor.
Mall has 7 floors.
I was like, it's a 7-story mall. I don't know what's happening. I was like,
the mall does not begin or end. It's just, it loops over on itself.
It's a nebulous world. Yeah. All of these movies are taking place at the same time in different multiverses. It has to be, right?
If the camera turned like a quarter degree that way, it's a whole nother film.
You realize that the mall is just a Mobius strip. If it just goes a little bit.
Everything is happening at the mall.
Oh, that's deep. Right? We're getting into some stuff.
You can, and you can get a tasty treat, frozen yogurt with an ear or an eyeball.
Oh God. No, but the worst part is Pauly Shore made it.
And he ate the ear. He ate the ear.
It was so weird.
No. In defense of all of this, the grossest thing is that she ordered it with trail mix on it.
It was 89. Yeah. It was frozen yogurt. If you put granola on it, it's extra healthy. That's just math.
Who in this world has ever gone? Yeah, I'm a fucking owl right now. I would sooner eat the ear. Like, why? Who has gone ever for? Yeah, who?
Yeah, because I'm like raisins.
Remember, like TCBYs were everywhere, and it really was sold as like it's healthier than ice cream, and you can just put a couple toppings on it. It's okay, don't worry.
But the thing is, they knew they were full of shit, and they didn't have trail mix.
No, I know. I feel like I understand the thought process that gets you to trail mix on frozen yogurt, and I apologize for that because I'm pretty sure I ordered it. I was a kid. I didn't know better.
This girl showed up and asked for Gorp on her ice cream. I'd give her an ear too.
And then you know what? And then even the second time when he gave her the free one, he just ignored the trail mix request. Like
Yeah.
he's
Nah.
like, "Oh, free ice cream
yeah.
for a buxom babe." I was like,
I
As-
wrote down characters not by their actual names, but like their characters. So there's Mayor Morgan Fairchild, and now there's frozen yogurt sex pest Polly Shore.
but he was also like the conspiracy theorist, and I respected that.
Yeah, he was a
Like-
very odd character.
Did he just play himself? Is the question here?
But he was
I
like
mean,
really. I felt like he was subdued himself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say this might be my favorite Pauly Shore performance.
wow.
I mean,
But
it's a
also-
low bar.
I don't
So-
have I don't have the research to say anything but interesting.
Yeah.
Goofy movie exists, as does Son-in-Law, and you're going to stake your claim
True.
for Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge too.
Goofy movie.
I mean,
That's
listen,
true.
Goofy movie doesn't count, okay? It's its own thing.
I mean, that's
Encino
true.
Man, Biodome.
Well, with Encino Man, I mean, like he's
Encino
Brendan
Man is-
Fraser's right there. He reflects off of everybody positively.
I mean, Brendan Fraser does bring up the level of any project he's in. I agree.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay attention to anything else. So
Yeah, like okay, I'm happy. Hey, how's it
I'll
going?
make
He's
the
doing good. I'm
rules.
happy.
just living in Brendan Fraser's world.
Yeah. Okay. But he's not in this movie. You know who is
No.
though? I was watching so you know the guard that's hired that's actually like the mercenary and stuff. I'm like, what do I know that guy from? Here's the answer for a regular person. Oh, he's a character actor. He's in a lot of stuff. You know? Oh, you know the answer
Yeah.
for me is, oh my god, that guy's from Hack-O-Lantern.
Oh,
Right, I had to look it up on IMDb. I said I don't I mean, I've seen that, but that's not it. I've seen that. That's not it. I've seen. Oh, he's the lead in Hack-O-Lantern.
well, holy shit. Yeah, I
What's
never put
wrong
two and
with
two
me?
together.
I was like, he's got that
Amazing.
wild look in his eyes.
Yeah.
That says like I'm about to
Yeah,
sell my
he's
soul to Satan.
insane.
Yeah,
I
he
appreciate he
is-
does have that like I think this
Oof.
guy's legit dangerous look. So that's what you want in that job.
Yeah, and I was like, is this acting or are you actually batshit crazy? I
I
can't.
mean, it
tell.
sounds like that's just been his career. Like he's got the look.
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
If you got it, work it. Go.
Yeah.
Good for
If you got it, flaunt it, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
also
look crazy.
have
I might as well get paid.
one person's name I know, like Ken Forey, who's absolutely wasted. As the other guy, like I'm like, wait, so you have
yeah.
like a horror legend here, and he's just like,
Yeah.
he's walking around as a guard, and he's not even like figuring stuff out, if I remember correctly. He's just kind of the other guard.
No,
Yeah,
he's just
He's just
happens
there.
to work at the
He's-
mall.
And he's
Well, I
also
mean, you
a
gotta check.
pervert with the other guy.
All the guards suck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we needed a reason so that we were on Eric's side for killing them, I guess.
Up until the point that he got
Yeah.
to that possessive boyfriend thing, and then I was like, oh, buddy,
Yeah, he
Nah, I
took
guess
us
you
Flipped
back.
the switch there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on your side. There was some fun kills. The venom
Apparently.
exhaust
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
Mwah.
That
Oh,
one guard's
yeah.
eyeballs popped out real good.
Yeah,
God,
that was a
right?
good trick.
Oh,
He got
That was-
electrocuted so hard, his eyeballs popped out into the frozen yogurt mix.
Right? And they showed
Pickle's
us that.
eyeball.
Yeah.
powdered frozen yogurt mix that no one
Yeah.
noticed whilst stirring it into the
Oh no,
machine.
he was high as shit. He's just dumping
Yeah.
it in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah.
He's like, this frozen yogurt's tasty.
Oh no, Dad! Flashback.
Escalators have always terrified me. If I can
that was a
avoid
good-
them, I try
Yep.
to. That was.
It involved a lasso and an escalator. Like I feel like several more,
Yeah.
or say a public toilet and a cobra. Like there's no way
Yeah.
to fix that.
Okay,
How
the
do you
cobra-
try to get that?
The Cobra took me out because I'm like, where did he get it?
You know
Pet
what?
store.
There's probably a pet store.
But
in the
Cobra.
mall.
Or did he go? He went in the pet store. I'm painting a picture here. He went in the pet store, and he like ordered on their behalf after the mall had like closed down. Is he just like getting all the things
Yes.
he needs? That's the
KP,
story.
I love this.
It's,
I
think
love
this
this.
is it.
Yes,
I think,
yes,
I think you cracked the
yes.
code, KP.
This is actually the story of the first ever drop shipper.
yes, exactly. Maybe that's the first Phantom of the Mall is him doing all the prep work
Oh,
because
the setup.
Yeah.
listen,
I
that
love it.
roundhouse, the spinning roundhouse kick he pulled, smooth. I was like,
Yeah.
watch out, Van Damme. I would.
Yeah, well, I mean, all he has time is to creep on his ex. I think I wrote down, yes, making analog fan cams down in the basement, and then just pumping iron while looking at himself in a mirror.
It's real
all
weird.
totally 80s things to do.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I hate.
And just listen to their song. And just listen to their song.
It's
The most
pretty
80s of
messed up.
80s songs.
Second best song in the movie.
Yeah.
Walking down a hallway with our music playing behind her.
Oh man.
I was like, what's
it
happening?
so
What's
good.
he doing? I don't want to know what he's doing right now.
Also, like
Ridiculous.
his lair under this mall, a gigantic, like
Yeah.
what is happening under this mall. Why is there a dirt floor? Like I feel like they would have poured concrete at some point during the construction process in the late 80s.
Yeah.
That was a thing. And why like everything is gigantic? All the vents are huge. All the pipes are huge. Like
for crawling in.
having,
Yeah,
I know, right? I was
Yeah.
like, haven't you worked at a mall? I was like,
He just
no,
was
there's,
pretending to be
tiny
the
little
foreman
hallways.
at the time.
You're
Like-
right. I feel like if I'm rating
He drew up the
Phantoms
plans.
by layer and decoration, Eric's at the bottom, and I'm sorry, but then again, he is like what, high school, college?
Yeah, well, that's
So
true.
maybe
Yeah,
he just
listen.
She was
doesn't
like
realize
18.
that
Yeah, she's trying to save
that-
money for college.
you need a little style. Put some candles, have some little lights on there, have a steal furniture from the furniture store. I know that's from Chopping Mall, but I assume that store is there.
Gotta be.
Bring some stuff down for your girlfriend that you're eventually gonna semi-kidnap. Make her appreciate down there.
If you're gonna trap her in the basement of a mall,
Yeah.
There's got to be a JCPenney. She can at least get the high thread count sheets.
That's not, he can get whatever he wants.
right?
Come
Do they not
on,
have a
Eric.
container store to at least get organized? Like,
Come
come
on,
on,
yeah.
man.
No.
Everything
least-
from Claire's, a bed full of cheap earrings, all for you, baby.
One of the
cheap
blenders from the
purple
Orange
dress.
Julius.
Yes. But he's like,
We
no,
all
I'm gonna do this
remember
bow and
saying it.
arrow and a cobra.
Yeah.
This is what I need. Some
It's typical
weight
16-year-old boy reasoning, though.
Oh,
It is,
100%.
it is.
I mean, I guess that is valid. Yeah.
What am I most scared of? A snake in the toilet. That'll show.
I also appreciated that during that sequence, for like the longest time, I was like, I don't even understand what's happening. Like, what is he putting into this pipe? And then I was like, I don't. A cobra.
And then
I wasn't gonna
when he
land
didn't-
there.
I was like, oh, he's gonna trap him. We should probably go back. I was like, I realized we just haven't even
Yeah.
seen any picture here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what? We've established Eric is doing this all for his former girlfriend Melody, who is having dream sequences. He has been burned in a building and presumed dead. But then she has fallen in love with the journalist
That she met that day.
Peter.
Peter. Well, it was like two days had lapsed.
I'll give
Because
it.
she
I'll give
worked,
it.
went home.
They've known
But
each other
also
2
a year
days.
A whole
ago.
48 hours.
Oh, and they did exhume a coffin together, so I guess that
Yeah,
adds a few
no,
days to your
they went
relationship.
through it. I was like, I get it. Like when he said we have to go and see if his body is there, I was like, really? You about to traumatize this girl? Okay, you're in it. You're in it.
Strong move.
This
Strong
is what
move.
this is what has to
Because
happen.
if he's there or not, either way, she's gonna need a lot of therapy for that.
Which is why
Yeah,
you do it on the
and-
second date,
Yeah,
not a first
No
date.
second
First,
date.
first date is
Yeah,
shaky
he needed
pizza.
I was gonna say Orange Julius.
Yeah.
Take her out for a drink.
Exactly.
Second
night,
date, Shaky's Pizza in the cemetery.
Yeah, dig up your ex-boyfriend to see if he actually burnt to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
they go
Oh,
check that out. Doesn't work out. Find out he's alive. How does she even? What he like takes her into the lair? I'm trying to remember what happened for that
She was
part.
being attacked by the guy that was
Oh, it was the
who set the
guard.
original fire and was going to set her on fire. And
Yes,
she remembers
that was a
his
good
earring,
death,
which
by
she
the
re-
way.
That
yeah,
was
which
good
he
one.
refuses to remove. The one piece of evidence that can connect him to crimes. He's like, "What style?"
is it
mean,
right?
yeah.
I'm like, do you
His
not
calling card.
change your
His calling card.
earrings? Like,
Yeah, it's like, nah, it's my thing.
hygienically, yuck. I mean, I'm not saying
Yeah,
he doesn't
um,
seem like the cleanest of individuals, so perhaps that's
No,
Right.
he was a grease ball.
Yeah,
And
A proud greaseball, I'd say.
That's right. He saves her from that.
Yeah.
And then
Well, then there's a good head crushing sequence where, oh no, his head's gonna get
no, that
actually crushed.
that death was great.
Yeah.
Just
the deaths are
decapitated.
solid, you know?
And then I like how he left the head, like the decapitated head, for Harv. He was
Style.
like,
Style.
gotcha.
Why let it go to waste?
Yes. Now what we're trying to get to.
Oh, okay. All right. So when you find out, like, why did this is it just a weird thing that she was an actress? No. Because they needed the mall to be built here, and Eric's family or Eric wouldn't sell.
Eric's family.
We never met them.
No, they burned up to a crisp.
Yeah.
And
So when
gone and forgotten.
Yeah, when he and Melody were having a very special and awful long, as for part of the film, sexy night. That's when they came, and our guy with the earring was the one who like set the house on fire to get them out, and Eric rescued Melody by chucking her out the window, and they thought he died, and then the guy almost killed Melody, but he didn't finish the job.
Oh, and he was like, when I saw him actually pouring gas on her,
right?
I was like, oh, he's a freak.
Yeah,
that was pretty messed up. I was like,
So
I watch a lot of really weird movies.
He's not just gonna like, stab her, strangle her, all this stuff. He's like, no, I am going to light her on fire.
Plus, the Mayor Morgan Fairchild, turns out she knew the entire time.
Listen, I mean, you can tell.
Gasp. Like,
you don't wear shoulder pads that big if you're not into it.
Right? A politician who's corrupt? I was shocked.
Those shoulder pads were hiding secrets.
And her hair, the teeth.
Also hiding a lot of secrets.
All the secrets were in her hair.
Oh my god!
Skin Slip in chat says that lighting someone on fire is extremely personal, and I agree.
Yeah, he just apparently hated that very bland Melody. I was like, there was nothing to write home about her.
Yeah, she's fine, I guess.
I was like, this is your revenge. Okay, I mean,
she's the one. Didn't he say he was like, since we were kids? So I assume they were together. I don't know, before.
Yeah, it was at high school dating, so it had the intensity of high school dating.
It was on 8 months.
It was at a lesbian timetable. I understand.
Oh, okay. Here, I have a question. And
okay, what's the question?
I've seen this movie twice, and I feel like either I'm missing this part every time. Okay, so talking about Eric protecting Melody. There's that one time she goes to the car and that masked guy comes and he's like gonna like stab her, and then for some reason Eric's up on the roof with a crossbow and arrows him. You're like, okay, where'd this guy go? What's his deal? We find out it was the piano player. Okay. Was there ever a scene that includes him in this plot, or is this just a separate thing? Is this just his own free time?
Oh, you know what? I was thinking about that today too, and I put it back on, but I was like, just to have in the background, and I don't remember there being a resolution between me sitting and focusing and watching it, and then like having it on the background.
So if there is like a statement somewhere in that movie that connects it, I've never heard it.
There wasn't
it's
even
just
like
another
an
weird thing.
No, it's just a thing.
So I read an article on Fangoria. Apparent like this script, I don't think it's a surprise, was reworked.
I'm amazed it was worked.
It was worked. Yeah, they just edit, red line. And supposedly, it was supposed to be much more in line with original kind of Phantom of the Opera. Eric and Peter were actually supposed to be best friends, so that's kind of like
that would have added something.
Yeah, Eric was more grounded, like not as like going all wild, like he was bloodthirsty, but like when Melody tells him like, I'm not in love with you, I'm in love with Peter, he like peacefully lets her go. And even Pauly Shore's character Buzz apparently also like had a whole big arc that which is fine. Listen, all we needed was an hour and a half.
I was gonna say we got in and out in 83 minutes. I don't think we needed the extra.
Yeah, I think like I thought the best friend part would have been kind of cool, but
that would have helped.
That would have made sense.
So this could have been just a little like an action scene they kept in because it's an interesting action scene and involves another kill. But they're like, I don't have to connect it. That's just his
Or
That's a side
it probably
hustle.
could have been part, or it could have maybe
Yeah.
in the original script like had a purpose, and maybe they shot some of it and then just
Yeah.
like edited out
I mean,
what closed the loop on it.
They kept the most important part, which is the cobra coming out of a public toilet.
Big fans of
Yeah,
any movie.
that-
Amazing.
Oh, now I remember where we were supposed to be going. We're supposed to get how to Peter is in the vents. I was gonna ask the question.
Oh.
I laughed really hard because, Eric's leading him down.
Yeah.
Right, and he's knocking on everything, and he's luring him into the lair, and he tricks him into the trap. But I was like, with where the cobra is, but I'm like, he lured him into a wide open space where he just could walk away.
I mean, already it's not his best work because he's reusing the snake. And he's been very original with all his kills. I feel like this is like that second page of the Notebook when you're starting to run out of your top tier ideas.
And he's getting angry. So now he's going off a blind fury.
Yeah.
I mean,
because I thought of when he tosses the mayor out the window.
The Morgan Fairchild yeet is what I wrote down.
Is
it like complex? No, but sure it's fun to watch. And if he aimed, amazing. I don't think he aimed. I think she just accidentally pierced herself on the model, which is amazing and a metaphor. But like, what if he was like
just that good?
Yeah, he did. Like looks the finger, feels the
air.
Right. It's like I may be a high school student, but I am in advanced physics. So
there we go.
Get out of
math. But you know what? A solid. I was like, no, that was solid because that needed to be a personal kill because you can tell she's the source of a lot.
She was. She was one of the. Yeah. I lost it at the flamethrower bit when he killed Hart because I said to myself like, they sell flamethrowers at this mall. Is this like a GTA mall? Like this is
precedent from
Dawn
shopping
of the
mall.
Dead kind of mall.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I already answered this question. He pre-ordered all of this material.
KP, you forget how smart you are.
It was all answered in the first movie, Phantom Mall, procurement.
He's got like 10 clipboards, one for each store. He has a different persona. Hey, that's Craig down here at the cat and dog shop. What's the
catalogs.
Cobra?
It was a weird turn. The first one was a workplace comedy, and this was the slasher. It's a strange.
Yeah, there's a double feature I'd watch.
Hey, I'm Polish Buzz. Where's some more? I need some more powdered yogurt stuff about the color of a human eyeball. Anyway, talk to you later. Okay, that's good. I worked that out. They'll never guess it was me.
Eric just doing deadpan looks into the camera every 5 minutes.
I lost it when Buzz is like, Peter, you have to come with me, and they keep sneaking into the world's worst security.
Oh my
God.
What? Lock the damn door.
Completely unsupervised buffoons. And he's like playing the music. I'm like, why is he so into this? And I'm like, subliminal messaging. And Peter's like, I could not give a shit about this. I'm like, that's
an actual story.
Yeah.
This is a real story.
Do you not understand what subliminal means?
I'm starting to think Peter might not be a good journalist. He has a camera. And I guess that's his entire, how he got the job.
Yeah.
I have a camera.
Because I was like,
he showed up one day.
Are you a journalist or a photographer?
Camera?
Are you a photo? I'm like, I'm confused.
I'm figuring it's a small. He works for the free newspaper that goes out,
right? Like it's all in free time. Journalist, what it's being printed in.
Journalist is just photographer with strong jaw.
Yeah, we needed him to have a camera so that he could take a picture of the guy.
Which was just ridiculous because he works there, right? Like, you're telling me it wasn't easier just to point him out? No, I'm going to take a photo of that, was it a convex concave mirror in the blurriest way possible. Yeah. Can you identify him from this?
It's not my best work.
Just go on
Is that the
chase. Sam Squatch.
Goddamn Sam Squatch.
Amazing.
We like this film. It's just...
No, I did.
Oh my God.
It was enjoyable.
It's super fun.
It's so great.
Like the things that
It
are
also makes
ridiculous are
almost no sense.
yeah. Well, it's like fun ridiculous. Like I'm not angry ridiculous. I'm like,
No.
listen, they did what they
No.
could with the money they had. They had fun.
Yeah.
The kills are unique and interesting. There's just enough story with a little bit of revenge, which I love. And also, again, what 83 minutes?
Yeah,
Boom.
you're in and out. So
In and out.
yeah,
So
the
good.
counterpoint here is how many of these slashers do you have from the 80s where nothing happens for 35 minutes?
Yeah.
It's just
This starts
really
with a kill.
yeah.
This
Which
jumps
I was
right
like,
in. Yeah.
Movie, thank you. I don't need a
It's
setup.
because it's a sequel. It's because it's a sequel.
They got all the
true.
stuff
And
out of
that's
the way
why I
first.
appreciate it.
Yeah. All the
I will
setup
say,
takes
somebody
place
was-
during procurement.
Yes, exactly. See, somebody was basically saying like, I feel like this is a sequel that I was just dropped into, and that's what makes it great
Yeah.
because I really
That's
don't
what
need
I
exposition.
love. Yes.
For
It's the
this?
same, like
No.
the first time I watched Return to Horror High, I had the same thought process. I was like, is this a sequel? Because like they just kind of start.
Just get in there.
And I was like,
yeah.
I don't get it. And then like I had to pause it and I looked it up and I was like, no, it's just
No.
a terrible title. Got it. Okay. Go movie, go. And again, I love it. So good for you,
It's-
80s.
It's great. It doesn't waste your time. It's what I love about it. It's the product of VHS instead of drive-in, where it had to be. You know what I
Oh.
mean? So you had the
That-
kills
yeah.
to get in the trailer, and then everything else is just boring exposition. You don't have that anymore. It's VHS. You get the box art right. You're in and out in 83 minutes.
I mean, yeah. Fam of the
Solid.
Mall respects your time.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
Thank
Also,
you.
I'm gonna watch a movie called Phantom of the Mall: Eric's Revenge. I'm not expecting to be changed by the end of this
Yeah.
movie. I want to
Yeah,
watch
this
a
isn't
fun
going to.
movie
Right.
with some pretty gnarly kills.
It has a colon in it. So already my
Is it?
expectations have
No.
been set a little lower.
The art on that poster,
Oh,
Ah.
it's good
It-
stuff. I saw a lot of like
so good.
less like like versions of it. I'm like, oh, you don't want a photo on there. Oh, you don't no, get that
Mm-mm,
illustration.
mm-mm.
It's worth every
No,
penny.
Every bit
Get
of
that
it.
Yeah.
illustration. Because
100%.
himself in the film, not super interesting. Like it's not a super interesting look. It's not like
No.
iconic. I can see why they kind of keep him in the shadows, which is fine. But if you're gonna do it, like pay an awesome illustration, that'll sell it for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The box art and the cast on this is totally video store movie. You look at it, you go, that's a cool thing. You look at the
Oh my
back and it's
God.
Morgan Fairchild and you're like,
Ah,
what the hell is this?
Morgan Fairchild. Like, yeah, you got the mall owner that looks like every bad guy from an 80s movie. Got a
Do you
great
realize who that is?
suit.
No, I feel should I?
No.
The mall owner? Every one of us knows him.
Oh, Matt. Okay. Oh no, I don't know. I was gonna say right now, I don't know, and I'll feel bad.
It's the Dos Equis guy.
No. You are messing with me.
What?
No.
The most interesting man in the world?
The most interesting man in the world.
Dan, are you looking this up?
I was gonna say, I
Yeah,
just
or
opened
should
another
I? 'Cause,
tab.
Look, we're at computers, okay? I don't
I
have to be
promise you.
played this way.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Well,
Harv Posner in 1989.
he
And
is the
then-
most interesting man in the worworld. He
Yeah.
opened a mall full of murder and had a piece of crap for a son.
There you go. And then,
That
he
son was
crawled into a
terrible.
bottle of Dos Equis for 20 years.
Yep.
He was burnt up with a flamethrower, and look
Mhm.
at his comeback.
Oh my word.
On my second view, I laughed because the name of the place was Rough House, where he got lit up.
Oh my god, that's
Awesome.
great. Oh,
Ah.
talking about the stores that are there, right? So this bar/restaurant that Melody works at, it's called Sleuths. So it's like a murder mystery themed restaurant, and we spend not enough time in that place.
Okay, yeah, and
Yes.
10 minutes in, and yeah, we'd still keep it around 90, and we get to enjoy the murder
Right.
mystery.
Yeah,
'Cause-
but I was like, "What's the decor
Also,
like? What's the deal? Did you name everything on the menu? I need to see the menu. Is it cool
Yes.
names?
I feel like
And
I know enough about the frozen yogurt booth that I could work there.
Right? Why are we at
Oh,
frozen yogurt and not
unfortunately.
Sleuths?
We could have put Pauly Shore and her
Yeah,
at
the same place.
the
Why didn't
the
they work
same
in the same place? Yes, thank you.
They could have still had like body parts in the food.
Oh yeah,
Why
that's
didn't
easy.
they
And then we
Body
could
parts
have
and
all
food are
get
super easy to
jobs
do. Don't worry about
at
it.
Yeah, and we
Sleuths?
could have enjoyed
Yeah.
seeing Sleuth. You know what? Okay, so I did a quick look. Nothing fan fiction wise. We do
Ah!
an alternate
Mm.
universe that takes place at Sleuths.
I love
There we
it.
go.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so this is
Yes.
this is a side tangent, but I think we've earned it, and I want to know
Yeah.
if any of you anybody else remembers this place. Okay, I forget what mall it was in, but it was a restaurant with Looney Tune animatronics, and I think it was called Gadgets. I swear to God, it exists. Why? I had to look it up online. So
I believe you.
no, I swear to God, it was a restaurant, and they had animatronics, and this was the coolest one. They had a Daffy Duck animatronic, and he would do this thing, and oh no, he's with like an explosive, and then a door would turn, and it would turn back, and his beak was on the other side of his head, like in the cartoon.
No.
But it was an animatronic. I swear to God, this is real.
Clearly, the schmuck that created Five Nights at Freddy's saw that.
Right? Because like
He went to this restaurant and he said, "I'm going like."
Like everyone saw Chuck E. Cheese and thought, I too
I don't
can make people
remember
eat with
that.
killer robots because they're all killer robots. Not one of them
Oh,
won't kill you
100%.
if given the chance.
Where was that?
It was one of the malls. I almost want
Here?
to say Marketplace, but I think my brain is connecting different things. But it was a place. It was called like Gadgets. It existed here. I swear to God. You know what I'm gonna do? Next
For a brief
Anomaly
moment
meeting,
in time.
I'm gonna print out photos and pop them on a
Yeah.
wall.
I mean, I'm looking it up, and
Oh
there
my
are
God, it
pictures of it, and it
existed.
is really
Yeah, I mean, you don't have
creepy.
to sound so surprised because I already told you it existed. But
No,
yeah,
I
it
said I
exists.
believe you. I believe you. I don't
JP,
want
I
to look
know
it up.
you've
I
got
want
my
to sleep
back.
tonight.
There
No,
were
you've got
only
my back.
I
12
wanna sleep tonight.
locations,
Yeah.
And Rochester, New York was a lucky
and
winner.
we got one.
Yeah.
It was based in Ohio, so
Meg,
Okay.
that was such a
Okay, not a
specific
big
amount of
jump, but-
time.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't know
not
if I was
open for
blessed or
long.
cursed by this knowledge because it has haunted
It was
me.
a birthday your parents took you to, and that was
This is
And
amazing.
here's the thing. I feel like it was one of those places that like is for a special occasion. We went to the creepy Looney Tunes animatronic restaurant for special occasions.
It existed for 2 years.
Wow.
82 to 84.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole gallery. These are good. Oh,
Oh, you know what? I'm
there's a
taking notes.
moving
I'm
gif
gonna
of
include
Porky.
stuff.
Oh God, I found Sammy Sands, which isn't even a Warner Brothers character, but is a nightmare fuel for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, you know
No,
how
thanks.
like for some reason Chuck E. Cheese's also had like a side character that was in like the bar area.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
that, where it's like, hey, adults, do you not like the children's cartoon animatronics? Come and drink bite with this other animatronic, but you don't know him.
Like
No.
we
Kind of looks
couldn't
like
license
Ronald
a
Reagan.
a little bit. It's a little weird.
Do you know what I wish existed, and yet I'm very glad it never did? What if someone had made an animatronic Mac the Night? Oh, Mac
Oh
Two
my
Nights.
gosh, Mac
Imagine if you went in to drink at a
Oh.
bar and it was just there and you couldn't tell if it was just a person in a suit ready to kill you or animatronic
No.
ready
That-
to kill you.
No.
That one was really funny. That one that I would posit he creeps me out more than the Burger King King.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Because
I mean,
he's a fucking moon.
his theme song is Mac the
Ugh.
Knife.
It's
about
so
a
weird.
killer.
It's so weird.
No.
Oh, look. Oh,
Ugh.
hey, look.
Ugh.
Production. Look. Yeah, see?
That
Look
is
at that
terrifying.
nightmare.
That's Sammy Sands.
Frightening.
Atop his piano, he had an open pack of cigarettes and a half-finished strong beverage within arm's reach.
Oh man.
Because he's adult.
The
Good grief.
80s. Woof.
Oh, my God. Like, they put
So-
money. They put so much money in that.
Weird.
And now it lives in my head forever.
That looks fucking haunted.
Yeah.
That is really
Yeah,
creepy.
no
that is
thanks.
creepy. I mean,
Well,
it makes
you're all
1980s Chuck E. Cheese look like the Laugh Factory. Holy crap.
Thank God I passed on the ring knowledge.
Well,
I thought I knew
lock all
every.
your doors. Lock your
It followed you
windows.
guys. Sorry.
That
I
is
thought
a
I knew
weird one.
every piece of weird like 80s ephemera, but holy shit.
That is a good one. That is a really good one.
That
Holy
is-
moly.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Does Rock a
Holy
Fire
heck.
Explosion pop up? Did I miss that?
No, but Does it? I don't know. Sorry, Skinslip in the chat. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I mean, it needed to have, right? Okay, but here's the thing. Eric, all of a sudden, is not the scariest thing in that mall, and that can't be allowed to happen.
It's true.
Once you have animatronic and they play instruments, they will 100% try to kill you.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Undoubtedly.
just facts. It's just science.
Maybe that's really where the Phantom of the Opera thing could have come in.
Wait, okay. Explain this to me.
He could have been the band leader for the Rockafire explosion.
Oh. Okay.
And he has to get the band back together, but to do that, he needs to put people into their metal exoskeleton. Oh, this all makes sense.
Okay, now we're going like House of Wax, and now we're freaking me out.
I was like, I'm sorry, one, that the thought came so easily to me, and then I seemed joyful about it. Because I was like, no, exactly. It makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Wait, didn't they do that for, Oh, no, I'm just thinking of the Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the Spirit Formation anniversary, where it's like Zach Wilde and Geddy Lee. No one else remember this?
I kind of do.
I feel like
okay.
Okay, now KP is sharing a fever dream.
Yeah.
I like this.
No, it's not a fever dream because my brother and I used to send each other this song for each of our birthdays.
Aww.
It was
Okay,
so
I'm making a note. It's the
yeah. Master Shake wants to create a new birthday song because he thinks he'll make millions off of it. So he gets Zach Wilde and Geddy Lee, and he goes to buy like a Chuck E. Cheese type establishment, but they're like singing scorpions with like little hats. Like,
wait, this
straw
sounds
hats
familiar
on
for some reason.
Yeah, it's buried in your brain, and so they literally had Zach Wilde like did the voice acting for it, but the whole freaking establishment explodes, and so they're driving back home, and
as it does.
What was it? Master Shake never got the clearance to use Geddy Lee's voice, and right when they roll up at the end. I think Frylock's like, there's like a big spaceship in front of our house. Oh my god, is it in the shape of a base? Keep driving, and they're like in a little wagon, and it's Geddy Lee had shown up.
Of course,
but the song is ridiculous. It's like the creature thus be born. That's the it's in a bad Geddy Lee impersonation.
Amazing.
Can't believe they couldn't get Geddy.
Yeah, so
maybe the joke was just better not to get him.
That could be.
Yeah.
I think they did get Danzig, didn't they? I mean, we know Danzig's easy to get.
Probably, yeah.
He's like, yeah, sure.
Were there boobs involved? Then probably.
Yeah, probably.
And the Aqua Teen Hunger Force, yeah, or at least the mention of them. They probably just lured him in. It's fine.
Hey, we got some scary goth boobs back there. What?
I'm in.
Yeah. I'm like, listen, all right.
While you're in the booth, can you read the lines?
Take a lines. I just put pictures up on the glass through the recording. You earned one. Okay, you earned one. The whole booth is covered.
Just pay them boobs and kitty litter.
Wow. Yeah, listen, glad did I like Veronica? No, but you know what? I'm glad I saw it.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
See?
I'll never know peace. It's fine.
It's fine. Why do you need it? You know Veronica. You don't need peace.
Yeah, you just have to look in the mirror and do this with your hands for a half
my
hour.
Mistake.
Oh my god!
My real big mistake was going back and trying to look at the comics that it originally started. There we
go.
That was my favorite.
That's on me. I should have warned you all. Do not go look at Veronica comics.
Abort mission.
Abort.
It's fine.
Abort.
It wasn't the worst thing.
It's real, yeah.
It's tied neck and neck with the serial killer fandom. Not serial killer fandom. You know what I mean. The horror fandom, the slasher fandom nonsense I've stumbled upon time and time again.
Yeah, you have dove deep in there, okay, before us, and thank you.
Thank you.
Dude, tell me finding hot werewolf stuff. No reason. Okay, anyway.
Werewolves are the exception to the rule.
Right? Okay, see, KT understands too.
No, it's people who want to, you know what? I don't understand you.
It's the
I'm glad
humans.
y'all
Why
are having
would
a
I be
good
hot
time.
for the
I
humans?
don't understand why you're hot for Jason Voorhees. The math is not mathing for me.
He's basically, he's basically like a kid. I need a
Yeah.
man who's also a monster. Thank you, Shape of Water. That's
I-
a man. That is a thick fish man.
Yeah.
And well, Guillermo del Toro spent years
Yeah.
perfecting the butt.
See, like what you need is a man. Get yourself a man with an attention to detail.
Yes, exactly.
For fish
And
butts.
For
and
fish butts.
Fish
Hey,
butts.
yeah,
fish
and a
tank.
grade A monster fucker. He
Yeah.
understands.
Yeah. Yes, he
Yeah.
does.
We're not asking for the world.
The creme de
here.
la creme,
Yeah.
award-winning
Yeah.
monster fucking media.
Every
Yeah.
once in a
Oscar-winning,
while,
perhaps.
we get a true artiste who also understands monster fucking, and then gives it to us all.
Fundamentally, what I love about Guillermo del Toro is that, unapologetic monster fucker.
Yeah. I mean, I
this
think
is
it's the
another
headline
shirt
on his
idea.
LinkedIn profile.
Guillermo del
Yeah.
Toro, heart, monster fucker. But look at the heart. And then in the back, thank you for all the rest of the monster fuckers. Well, so we should send him a card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, you know what? We stayed on we stayed focused pretty hard, and we earned
Yeah.
ourselves
We did.
a couple side trips, I think.
We did. And
Yeah.
Well, and the movie's only 83 minutes, so we got to
Yeah.
fill a podcast episode with something.
And
Exactly.
write
Not enough movie.
an entire original like prequel, KP.
Yes.
that's the impressive part.
Permits.
Yeah.
This is 2 episodes in a row where we've written whole other movies. So
Yeah.
This is
Is there a way to monetize this?
5 years in a row where we're writing entire movies.
Yeah,
True.
100%.
Yeah.
Every podcast
Yeah.
is like, but what if they did
We've-
this?
But what if?
Hold on.
We have put together more spec scripts on this show.
We
Um,
we love everything about this movie, but what
But
if
what
it was
if?
totally
What if?
different?
yeah.
Go with me on this journey.
Oh my god. Oh,
Come with us, 4 people who have never written a movie, as we tell you how you should have written your movie.
yeah.
Listen, I may have passed that college intro to script writing class with the minimum grade possible. So, 25
What
years
if we made it
later,
more gay?
I might remember some of it.
Right? What if we made it more gay? Well, 100%. Every movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number one note. But more?
for literally
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I think you can do it. I
Yes.
believe in you.
Listen, just keep
Yes.
trying.
Oh, I don't need to try, right?
I love the confidence. Like, nah, I'm there. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
On it.
So I guess what
That's-
do we have anything left for
Yeah.
for Eric and his revenge at the mall?
I appreciate that the final getaway is in a Honda motorcycle that had a sidecar that
Yeah.
was just sitting in the mall, apparently with the keys.
Oh, 100%. It was probably on display. You know how they do that at
Yeah.
malls sometimes? That
And they're like, leave the keys in.
prob-
What is someone going to steal
Yeah.
it? It's fine.
never.
They
And
set
then
it
they
up for
get
the next
outside.
day's hands on hard body.
The mall blows up, and like, not enough to actually affect anybody who is standing
Just
I don't know,
standing right there.
20 feet
No.
away.
Yeah.
Right there.
I was like,
Well,
he
listen.
should have been blown like a block out with that explosion. I was like, I love this so much.
I did take a note. I was like, okay, another thing that Eric was doing apparently while he was coordinating the entire mall, he became a demolitions expert. So not only was he good at physics, but he became a whole engineer in his time, just studying.
That's true.
There's probably a bookstore at the mall. Good for
Yeah.
him.
Maybe the
Self-improvement.
There was a Borders book.
Yeah.
They passed
B.
the Dalton a
Daltons.
couple times.
Yeah.
B. Dalton's.
God, I spent
Yeah,
so much
there was
time
at
with B.
least
Was there
two
Walden
bookstores.
books?
Walden Books was
was
also a
Walden
chance. Yeah,
Books.
that was possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was Walden Books that was in Irondequoit, I think.
Yeah, that was
But anywho,
Greasetown too. I think they
There
had
was
one in both.
Greasetown.
Yeah, and then
Why
turned
can
into
I
Barnes
not-
and Noble.
Remember specifically what bookstore was in each mall that I have all been to, but I could remember gadgets.
Yeah, this is what disturbs me.
that was but I mean that was you were put on this earth to remember gadgets.
Yeah,
So,
this is
I
I
true.
feel like
Thank you.
Collectively,
Thank you.
we can't
that
all
gives me-
remember all of it. So
yeah.
I remember the bookstores, but I don't remember specifically which one I was in. Also, I know I'm shorter than I am now, so the sign's very high. I just saw books and walked in.
Yeah.
They were not
Books,
super
gimme.
visually distinctive, if I remember correctly.
No,
one was
they were.
maroon and the other one was brown. I'm pretty sure that's
And
what it was.
I think the only reason I remember Walden is because it was small, like in
Yeah, it
a
was
an
a
ironic way,
smaller
right? Like
bookstore.
if I think of like, Barnes and Noble or Borders, they're like
Mhm.
the big
They're a full building.
bookstores.
Yeah. Mall
a
bookstores were
little
always
nook.
pretty small.
Yeah, I will say, like, to round this out, I was like, since Dan, you said that the mall is now fancy.
Yeah.
I will have to make a trip. One of my favorite hobbies is going to the mall, going into the bookstore, going into the romance section, picking the most ludicrous looking book and flipping through it to find the most inappropriate scenes and just lose
Yay!
it.
Yay! That happened at the mall. It feels.
Oh, and
Totally.
I've been in there with a friend of mine,
That's
and we would do that. We would each just pick up books and like find funny scenes to read, like in there, and like we are crying. Okay, and this
That's amazing.
here's the oh, the Barnes and Nobles in Greece, the romance section. The last time I was in there, shared an aisle with the mystery section.
Oh.
So my friend and I are in there just tears in our eyes, crying, cackling so loudly. And this woman is like, wow, must have picked up a really good book. And she's like looking for Agatha Christie.
Got a recommendation, ma'am.
So, that's my plan.
Yeah.
Go visit the mall.
I love it.
I don't know. I want them all pretzel now pretty bad.
I'd kill for an Orange Julius.
Oh.
Oh,
I-
God,
Another
I love
thing, it's
Orange
totally healthy,
Julius.
right? It's got orange in the title. I'm gonna get some
Yeah.
frozen yogurt and
Yeah.
orange Julius, and I'm gonna live forever.
Orange Julius, which I found out is just like orange juice and egg whites.
Yeah.
And
Like,
ice.
oh, now that I know why it's frothy, that seems
Yeah.
like
No
like
good.
No thanks.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm glad I found out after they all closed. Oh.
But
you know what? I was able to enjoy it in my
Mhm.
ignorance.
you know what?
And now I'll just have orange juice if that's what I really want.
Yeah.
I'll still get an
Sure.
Orange
You want an
Julius
egg?
every now
You want
and
an
again.
egg in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they share? Was it with Dairy Queen?
Too, yeah.
Yeah, for a little, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But that was like a zombie orange Julius. I know you're back there with that ice cream.
You know-
Yes, this isn't a real
I
orange
don't
Julius.
trust you.
If I can get an Orange Julius and a dilly bar, I'm a happy guy.
I mean,
You know
that's
what?
not
I
a
like
bad
that.
combo.
I
Yeah.
like that.
All
I'm
right, fair point.
184 years
Fair
old. I want an Orange Julius and a dilly bar.
I'm gonna get a Zag nut and some of those violet candies
Some
and a dilly bar.
Turkish delight. Ugh.
Wait, do you like black licorice? Do we need to be like?
Do you like those
No,
dots
not
on the
bad.
paper?
Kids want a sugar-free Werther's.
Here's the thing, I don't think I'd say no to any of these. So who am I?
My grandmother used
Honey,
to buy
can't-
spiced jelly beans. Ugh.
Oh my god,
Ugh.
yeah. What the nuts?
Spiced
What's
ones.
the point? Why?
Ugh.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
go,
like
Felt
jelly
like
beans,
the
but bad.
worst
man.
trick ever. Be
The
like,
love-
ooh,
The
jelly
best
beans.
candy
Yeah.
because that was the best
No.
that they could have in the depressions.
Yeah,
It was
like-
like-
You know what?
Fair.
You know what? I don't have to have spiced jelly beans. So you know what? Maybe there is some joy in my life.
Yeah.
You know
But
what? Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
There you go.
Totally
On the
off
hard
topic.
days, you know.
but there was a moment in my childhood where they changed the red jelly bean and the spiced jelly bean from cinnamon to anise.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
what a bait and switch.
Can I tell you
Someone
the
was
year
evil.
that they
Someone was
did
evil at
that,
that company.
Wow.
the
That-
amount
that
of
is-
fury that I had.
That's only to make kids cry. That's the only reason you would make a decision like that. That something is red
Yeah.
and it would taste like black licorice? No! That's
Bamboozled.
No.
Bamboozled.
No, I
That's
ask you, friends.
criminal.
trust
Friends,
no one.
family, my beloved. I ask you, what color jelly bean do you think cinnamon became?
And it's not red?
Black?
Not
Did
red.
they switch? Did they switch? Did they change it to black?
They did not.
Green.
And probably no, it was not green. Green was still spearmint.
Spearmint? Was it?
Oh,
White was wintergreen.
blue?
This is a very tough mystery. I'm going back to the romance section.
Yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah. And orange was clove. Notoriously the best flavor, clove.
What?
Oh.
Okay, so this is just an elaborate way to mess with kids, right?
Clearly.
This was the test run for the trick jelly bean.
Yeah,
It had to
except
be.
for then you're buying a trick because it says it on the box.
No, but this was good for grandparents. Here, I'm going to put this out in this candy dish, and I'm going to get endless amounts of joy watching you try to figure out what the good one is.
What, you eat these? Oh, God, no. I'm just going to watch you eat them.
Yeah.
I guess the mint, because I don't know. Feels like
I
I
can't
brushed my
trust
teeth
anything
for a week
anywhere.
straight.
Yeah.
My mouth has been lied to.
It's for years of when you'd go in and you'd look in the jelly bean thing and there were no red ones left.
Wow.
Now they're going to trick you. So yeah, it was every grandparent's revenge when they switched that stupid color. Anyway.
Oh, Lord.
That's evil.
What a nightmare.
Oh, you know what? I'm putting that in the notes section too. Spice jelly beans.
Also,
that's fine.
I feel like
link to.
This is what we're having the most visceral response to, not the actual horror movie we just watched.
Listen, I've seen faces sliced up before in a film. I know
Audacity
of
corporate America to change my red jelly bean.
We've talked about childhood traumas at a mall, because Fannie Farmer, candy store, mall.
Yeah.
We'll tie it back.
Yeah.
I missed that.
And gadgets. And the Orange Julius.
I think I enjoyed going there, but I can't tell you. I don't remember what my emotions were.
It's got to be a very, very foggy memory because you were still little when that was still out there.
I don't know why I have this memory. I feel like maybe something tragic happened and I haven't totally
we've seen the pictures now, Meg. Something tragic did happen.
Yes. We can all vouch for this.
I have to go back through the Murphy photo books.
Yeah.
Who is this?
You were 6 when that closed, so.
What the hell is wrong with me?
It's like your first, one of your first core memories. Like
that's how I lost my twin. I knew I had one. Daffy Duck. She ran into that tube when it blew up, and when it turned around, she was gone, and his beak was on the other side of his face.
Forever grafted into a Daffy Duck.
Oh, hey, we wrote another movie.
Part Murphy, part machine, all terror.
Wah, wah. Rabbit season. Oh no!
No, he's got because if it's a twin coming back for revenge, it's Megan season.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's it. That's the tagline. Now it's a Megan.
Until Megan pulls up the sign that says it's rabbit season, and then it just goes back and forth.
Oh my God.
I mean, listen, I'm terrified at seeing my eventual future end, but it is entertaining. So
it will be fun.
Can't complain. But it has to happen at the Galleria.
Yes.
This final showdown has to happen at the Sherman Oaks Galleria, or I refuse.
Right out in front of the Fogo de Chao.
That'd be great. I was like, I always knew you'd get me, Maul. I always knew. Onto the elevator.
Yep.
They'll never see me up here.
I need to ride that elevator.
On the part of the elevator that doesn't actually move.
Oh my God, Dan was right. There's nothing to hold on.
No.
Damn you, Dan.
Falling from the 7th floor because he was on the 3rd floor, but he's taking the elevator up.
Oh, hide the 7th floor. What the hell are you talking about, Megan?
Okay.
Oh,
okay. Yes, I'm gonna take her to the 7th floor.
Chat, thank you. Megan would go out like a Looney Tunes character. I would. Thank you. I'm glad you all believe in me that I have the capacity to do that.
If you gotta go out, go out.
I won't let you down.
Yeah.
Just one day you'll all get a note. It's happening. I gotta go to California.
If you don't hear from me, check the Sherman Oaks Galleria.
And when I return, ask me if I remember gadgets. See what my response is. You'll see which one is up.
See that?
Yeah. Exactly.
We all need an obscure memory to be our totem, so we know who's actually who.
Yes.
We have to work on this. We're going to work on this. We all got to have questions.
Yeah. Big invasion of the body snatcher.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Frisco Beach and all the clams I can eat. See, I know all the Looney Tunes. I'm ready.
Yeah.
So I've been training for. We were talking about a movie, right?
So this has been Anomaly Presents Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, as you've ostensibly figured out over the last hour.
Obviously.
At some point.
Thanks, Eric.
Good at it. We finished early, okay?
There were other things that happened, and the Eric's Revenge was really the friends we made along the way.
Yes.
Oh God.
For more of this, come to our film festival.
Yes.
See it in person, experience it.
see this energy in person. Be a part of this energy. Bring your energy to this energy and see what happens.
Yes. I love it.
It's November 8th through the 12th at the Little Theater in Rochester, New York. We'll be there. You should be there too. It's going to be great. We're screening movies all the time, and the things we're seeing are incredible, and we can't wait to get them to you so you can feast your eyes on them as well. Check out anomalyfilmfest.com, Anomaly Film Fest on all the social medias. It's a direct conduit to the festival, and in social media world, it's also a direct conduit into the festival through Megan's eyes and brains, which is always awesome.
What? See the world through my eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, that was a lot. Okay, see the world through my eyes sometimes. I'll come back. Crap, lost them.
Yep, there they go. So yeah, that's the story, I guess. We have a film festival. Come see it. We love you, and we will see you again next time on Anomaly Presents. I had an outro, but I yeeted it.
No, that's cool.
That's okay.
We're vamping.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and thanks for enjoying Mall May.
Mall Maidness. I like it.
Okay,
that was a joke, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was like you originally made that. I'm not forgetting.
This was intentional. I'm amazed. We're so good.
Look at that.
Just planning things and
ending stuff,
remembering them.
Hey, look what I found.
This has been a presentation of the Lunchador Podcast Network.